Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing this evening? But without further ado, let's go ahead. We will jump on in to Alan Wake here. Start new story. Well, we only have two difficulty modes. We have normal and nightmare. We're gonna do normal. Oh, sure. Yeah. I haven't decided yet as far as multi-streaming to, like, say YouTube as well. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of nuance and things you gotta figure out. Barry Wheeler, the man, the myth, the legend, is back.
Becomes hopelessly blurred and nowhere as vividly as in.
Yeah, I'm not ready for nightmare mode. Night Springs. So I wonder if this is framed from
The man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict
Barry's
between
dreams,
darkness and
basically.
light that is both ancient and eternal.
Champion Light. Huh?
He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness.
Jade Man.
His evil
Ah,
known only as
Champion of
Mr.
Light.
Scratch.
Hey, Gamerboy, hello. How you doing? Happy Wednesday.
I'll catch you eventually! Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
Doppelganger. Let me know how the audio is for y'all too. If I need to, I can always adjust up or down, whichever. But let me know. As always. So even then they were doing a lot of like the live action cutscene stuff. It's pretty cool.
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
And instead of that cool tweed jacket, he's rocking a flannel today. Hey, Sphere, welcome. We were playing this the other day. Pretty fun considering it was a huge, fully fleshed out game. It's framed as kind of like a one-off. I was even reading an article from one of the folks from Remedy that worked on it. And it's intended to be kind of like a standalone within universe. So pretty cool. Oh, I think this is supposed to be the cabin. I didn't even notice that before, which shame on me, because you can tell just by looking at it. So it's got the creepy windows that look like eyes, just kind of chilling out. Uh-oh. But somehow we've ended up in the middle of the desert. It would appear. Let me take a look real quick before we get any further. I want to take a look at sound. I'm going to turn it up just a smidge. Just a little bit. Okay. The narrator for this ticks the boxes for me. Mega Twilight Zone, yes! Very Rod Serling, for sure. Between this and the Twin Peaks references, fantastic. Very much. I'm kind of bummed out that I don't have music on, but it's to be overly cautious. Oh, I almost didn't pick up the gun. That'd have been bad. All right. Okay, so it should be pretty similar mechanics. Yeah.
It's gonna be like that again.
Yeah. There is a lot of good music in this, though. So if you've not had a chance to play this, definitely play with music if you can. Because there's some certified bangers. Especially right towards the beginning. TikTok's having some weird stuff happen. Like, it shows I haven't dropped any frames, but I got the connection issue again. There was a TikTok live studio update that I had to do before I started today. And I'm wondering if maybe I should have just restarted my computer.
In another life, the man was a writer. He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
Well, it came up and gave me a connection issue message, but it went away almost immediately. And it didn't disconnect me or anything. It still shows I'm live. I don't know. I know some folks had issues with multicast kind of dropping in and out. So I had issues the very first day that I set it up with something similar. And then after I restarted, the computer was fine. Up until today. So like I said, I'm wondering if because I updated TikTok Live Studio, that's the kind of like the OBS for TikTok, because I have to run both that and OBS at the same time to get it to work. So I'm wondering if I just needed a restart computer. I don't know. We'll see. So far so good. And it just came up and was like unstable internet connection. Meanwhile, I have fiber internet, so that should not be a problem. You had to restart the app because it was stuck at... Really? Oh, man. Maybe they're having some trouble tonight. I don't know. Oh, boy. Well, anyway, we won't worry about it for right now. We'll do our best. I thought there was a button I could interact with here. Maybe not. Maybe that's later. Now, I can't remember if there is... Let me see. Manuscript pages. So there is manuscript pages just like in the main Alan Wake game. We'll do what we did in Alan Wake Remastered. We'll wait until the end of a section and then we'll go through because I don't want to ruin, you know, any potential stuff. Flannel's comfy. I know. He went from that really dashing tweed jacket with the leather,
the lights of the motel,
the leather
safety.
elbow pads.
The man senses
to this.
that the solution to his predicament begins there.
All right, so we gotta get down to the hotel. I guess since I've gotten all of the pages, I don't necessarily need to
Somewhere
worry
within the earth, space itself has
about
been
scouring
pierced,
everything.
and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
Uh-oh. Wow, I have like 24 bullets. I gotta be careful. Sometimes running away is the best option. Brightly lit areas can provide a safe haven from enemies. Hold down to sprint. All right, we're gonna...
I can't stay here now.
Alan, we're not staying. We're running. We're running, buddy. That's true. Flannel is a, Oh, geez. There's a lot of dudes. I wonder if I should have gone the other way. Oh, he still hasn't gotten any better with his cardio. Can I go into the diner? I feel like I'm not going to be able to...
You're here too?
You're here too. It's a raid. Mr. Dan, welcome on in. Welcome in, Raiders. What was your stream? What is up? Hello, hello. Welcome on in. How are you doing? I'm gonna pause the game for a second there, because woo, how was Dead by Daylight? Oh, I was gonna say, are you excited about the Dead by Daylight news? I don't want to spoil if you haven't seen, so I will just say, have you seen the news? Was really bad. Oh no. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully you had some fun while playing. We are doing a lore playthrough of Alan Wake's American Nightmare and Control. in preparation for Alan Wake 2. So I'm just trying to uncover all the lore that we possibly can. You know, and all that fun stuff. I'm trying to get away from a bunch of really angry guys down here. Whoa, thank you for that gifted sub, my card over on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. News getting me hooked. Yeah, some good stuff for sure. I don't really play DBD. It's not so much that it's not that I don't like it, I just never really got into it very much. Let's see, safe haven from light formed by bright light. Okay. Just like in the OG game. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Escape to the motel. I'm at the motel, though. There we go. Let's see. Unlock weapon crates by finding hidden manuscript pages and blast your enemies with serious firepower. Well, I can hold that down and I can switch to a submachine gun. Why not?
Time I went full auto.
Oh, we don't want to do that. Going full auto. Yes, enjoy the bat emotes and the raining pizza.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. We like pizza here. Let's see, can we listen to the radio?
Well, here you are, about to enjoy another cool
Hey, it's
Arizona
Pat
night
Maine.
with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the boast.
Yeah,
You
but that's
guys
not Pat
remember
Maine,
Old
though.
Gods of Asgard?
What the
I
heck?
actually saw them twice back in the 70s. I was just a kid then, but my dad worked at this club, and he'd sneak me into...
The Old Gods of Asgard, eh?
Talk about an education. Anyway, great band, couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, now, almost 4 decades later, they're making a comeback. And let me tell you, these boys have seen a lot of road. There's some serious rock and roll veterans, because they weren't too young even back in the day. Well, now I've got Odin and Tor Anderson, 2 of the original Old Gods, in the studio with me.
Hey, it's the Anderson brothers, and Barry is their agent in this.
Oh, hey, great to be here, Eddie.
Yeah, hey. Hello.
Hello.
Now, boys, let me just come out and say this, all right? Spring chickens, you ain't. I mean, you guys, you make the Stones look young.
You're only as old as your feet.
I love the Anderson brothers.
You call it old. Now, your last album was 1978, In the Valley of My Shadow. And then you stopped playing altogether after that. Why? And what made you do a comeback after all this time?
Well, it was a sad thing. See, the original bass player for Old Gods, Fat Bob Balder, passed away in...
Oh, no.
Leukemia!
Oh.
Bob had leukemia, poor bastard. Yeah, after that, we didn't feel like playing no more.
Long story
Oh,
short,
so that's
I
why
ran
they
into these guys
stopped.
up in Washington, and it was obvious to me that they still got it. So I figured, hey, let's make some music, right? And they went for it.
Now, Barry, you were a literary agent before this, right?
For Alan
And
Wake.
you were very successful. You represented Alan Wake, I believe, who disappeared under mysterious...
Yeah, that's... Hey, I just want to talk about Old Gods tonight. Is that cool? Can we do that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Listen.
Interesting, considering Barry was Alan's best friend.
Old God single. Stay tuned, folks.
Well, at least Barry landed on his feet.
Oh. So, I guess in this, then, we're to assume that, you know, Alan disappeared in an effort to save Alice during the first game. And, I guess we just never got to see him again. Or at least in this universe. Alright, I gotta find that radio and maybe turn it off if I can. No.
Hey, it's you.
I was gonna say it shouldn't play the music. Licensed music,
right?
no.
Emma Sloan?
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
A typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a page like that. I don't even know where it came from. It was all this weird stuff about the oil derrick and a satellite.
Hey,
Yes, that's what I'm
Pondwater.
looking for.
Welcome.
Oh, well, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen,
Hello.
what's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
They're dangerous. I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light.
What's interesting about this game, and I don't know if it's just because we're playing it, so I'm playing the PC version of this, whereas I was playing on PS5, the remaster, but the textures and stuff in this look so much better than the original game did. And I'm guessing that's just, you know, because there was time in between when this came out versus, you know, the original game. I don't know. Should I go for from the machine gun to the nail gun? Probably not. Even though the nail gun's pretty sweet. Let's see. We actually haven't met before.
Just to be clear, you should know that we haven't actually met before.
Sure we have, Mr. Wake. Remember you stayed at the motel here.
No, the guy you're talking about just looks like me, even if he uses my name. He's behind all this trouble.
Oh, I thought... Now that you mention it, I guess your aura looks a lot nicer than his, actually. I'm very sensitive to things like that.
Where can I find the things I need?
There's a bunch of stuff I need to find.
The things mentioned on that page? Well, there's a lot of old crap lying around this place.
Great, thanks.
I think you should be able to find everything, except the satellite, obviously. Are you gonna tell me what this is?
I don't think that'd go over too well.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Fine. The page is a formula for rewriting reality. Either I use it to close a strange portal to a place that isn't in our world, or shadowy serial killer monster things keep pouring out of it.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
Right. You should be careful.
You can think what you want about me, but there's still bad guys around. Be careful.
Well, you might be nuts, but I've seen the way they move, the way they look. I'll buy that.
They're called Taken. They aren't really human. Not anymore.
And they're climbing out of the oil well? What, do they have secret headquarters down there, or...?
No, that's just where the point of connection is.
Yes,
It's a
secret
hole that
headquarters.
leads to- well, it's a really nasty place. That's why I need to close it.
And the guy who looks like you opened it, because he was hanging around the oil field before.
He gets around, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, thanks for your help.
Thanks for helping me.
Oh, I wish I thought you were just a nutcase.
Actually, I kind of expected you to.
Me too. But I feel like this is how it's supposed to go. Isn't that weird?
Not really. I get that a lot in my line of work.
Isn't that
What do you
weird?
do anyway?
I'm a writer.
Obviously.
I'm Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. What was this about my aura?
What was that you said about my aura?
Oh, I'm very spiritual, you know. I can see auras, but I only use it for healing and helping people. I'm like a wise woman, you know? I give people insight and advice.
Look, just because I say crazy things doesn't mean I believe everything.
Don't be like that. Maybe you should take a few crystals with you if you're going out there. It might be dangerous. They soothe your energies and focus your mind. It's fantastic.
And they help me take out the bad guys?
Can we find these magical crystals?
Well, no, not as such.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm...
Or I have some wonderfully potent herbal detox suppositories.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, wow.
I'm good.
I feel like we saw a similar car in Alan Wake a couple times along the street, especially like during the DLC, I think. At least that's where I remember seeing it. All right, so what are we gonna do?
The
Find
champion
3
of
items
light
for writing
recognizes the
reality.
page he got from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
The champion of light. I think since I listened to the radio already, yeah, I can't do anything with that. I can't remember if I can get into any of these hotel rooms. Let's see. Mini-map in the bottom left-hand corner shows your current objectives. Locations of ammo boxes and safe havens. Blinking question marks indicate a hidden manuscript page nearby. Okay. Whoa, Alan. Easy there, dude. Jump. You can't get any cola. I'm sad. Let's see. I'm gonna check this out back here. I don't remember if you can kind of free roam around a little bit in this, but it's not like, it's more kind of on rails. I'm probably not going to see any manuscript pages because I'm fairly certain that I've gotten them all. So if it's like the original, I can't remember for sure. I probably won't see any. So that's why we'll do like a recap at the end of each chapter just to go over them. So hopefully for y'all hanging out over on TikTok, I keep getting some weird upload error messages in TikTok Live Studio, so my apologies if it's dropping. It's not my internet connection, so I don't know what's happening tonight. I updated the app today, and it seems that it's being a bit difficult for some reason. Oh, Night Springs?
Oh, hell. This isn't gonna be good.
Oh.
Is this on? How can you tell?
I was gonna say that's Alan, but it's not
sorry,
Alan.
I'm not very good with gadgets.
Oh, hey, buddy.
That's more like it.
Who the heck is that supposed to be? I don't know if he explains.
I'll be right with you. I just gotta do this one thing.
It's like evil Alan.
Get quiet.
But he's also a snappy dresser.
I bet you're wondering why this is happening. Why am I doing all this? Why am I so
It's Jake
hell-bent on
Gyllenhaal.
ruining your life? You're cramping my style. You've got money, fame.
Kind of looks like that now that you mention it,
You
yeah.
don't know what to do with it. I do.
A little bit.
I'm getting all the things you never had the balls to go for. Having more fun, too.
Hmm.
Do you know the real difference between us?
Who is that poor man that's tied up?
I'm not afraid to be the center of attention.
Yeah, Nightcrawler, that was
This poor
a
slouch
pretty
just
good
collateral
movie.
Damage, really. I mean, made some information out of him earlier.
Gyllenhaal was pretty
This
dark in
part?
that. I've only seen
This
it
is
once,
just for
though.
kicks.
But it was good from what I remember. Oof.
So quiet.
So quiet. Okay. Well. Let's go to the gas station out here. I see things that are shiny. So you know what that means. We need to pick up all the shiny things. Ooh, more ammo. And a lovely flare gun. Okay. Whoa, thank you for the follow over on TikTok. Welcome in. No Limit, welcome on. Welcome on in. We're doing a lore playthrough of anything Alan Wake related in preparation for Alan Wake 2. Finished up Alan Wake Remastered the other day. Moving on to this, and we're going to play Control in the DLC as well. Uh-oh. See, I like the submachine gun. But I feel like I'm gonna go through ammo way too quick. I also increased my field of view for this so that it made it a little bit easier for TikTok to see. So we'll see how that goes. I'm used to it being a little bit further in. I need a loot goblin emo. Oh, it's supposed to be his noisy motel room neighbor. Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense. He did say he wanted it to be quiet, so he was upset. Let's see here. We need to go over the bridge, I guess. I feel like, so I haven't played this one, I don't think, for probably 2 or 3 years. So it's been a little bit. Let's see. Well, it said checkpoint reached.
Wait.
Oh no! Whoa! Get him, Alan! Woo! What the heck? Oh, it's a valve. At first, I thought those were like...
That's 2. Just 1 more to go.
Instead of rocks, I thought they were pumpkins. I don't know why I thought they were pumpkins. It's not that time of year again. Not for another year. Gonna see if there's any... It should be. Well, I mean, I guess if you think about it, pumpkin stuff's not really out of the question just yet. We still got Thanksgiving in the States coming up, so it's worth it. We need Halloween to be like a full 3-month season. It seems like it goes quick, right? Like, you know, as soon as you get geared up for it, it's over already. That's sad. Oh, I didn't get a pump action shotgun yet. Let's see. Final item should be over here. Somewhere. It's so quiet without the background music. Ooh. Okay.
The enemy tears itself in two.
Oh, that's right. These dudes split in half.
It becomes weaker, but more numerous. Such is the arithmetic.
But you pretty much have to kill... You have to get rid of them quick, because they will split and split and split forever.
That was just messed up.
Yeah, Alan, that was messed up. Thank you for the follows over on TikTok. Welcome on in, Blaine, and life is good. Hello, hello. Hope we're doing well this evening. Welcome on in to our lore playthrough.
That's everything.
The man has found the battery, but it is empty. It will need to be recharged.
We're also simulcasting on Twitch. So if you hear me say like welcome in over on TikTok, that's why it sounds so strange. But welcome. Let's see. Talk to Emma about recharging the battery. See, I want to explore more, but at the same time, I don't know how much stuff there is to actually explore. We're just going to go back to Emma. We'll run over here. I feel like... So this game was pretty cool. I get why some folks had issue with it. Because it's not like a continuation or like a direct continuation to Alan's story. from the first game. But it's still got some nice elements to it and some lore. It's a good looking game, for sure. Let's see, can I open up? Alright, still the 9mm, so we'll hold off on that. Alright, Emma. Help us out.
I need this battery charged.
No problem. Here you go.
Thanks.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen next.
Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen exactly when I do this. My memory's a little hazy.
I don't even know what that means.
All I'm saying is you don't want to come anywhere near the oil field, all right? This thing could get out of hand.
In the middle of highly flammable materials.
Great.
I'll do my best to contain it.
Just please don't turn out to be some kind of crazy terrorist guy, okay?
Well, wish me luck.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Wish me luck.
Wait a sec, I want to ask you about something first. What did you mean with that my memory's a little hazy thing?
I had a pretty rough time coming here. It was like being caught in a tsunami. I blacked out for a while. It's hard to explain. There's a barrier of sorts that I had to break through. I was lucky to make it here with my wits as intact as they are.
So you might have brain damage, you're about to do great things with a magic piece of paper, and you came here from another dimension?
Yeah,
No,
seems
from
legit.
more. I was just visiting another dimension.
Oh, yeah, okay. My bad.
Yeah, okay, my bad. Sure. Alright, so we gotta go to the oil field to rewrite reality. Oh. Don't forget to restock ammo. You know, no big deal. We're just gonna rewrite reality. Totally normal. Okay, let's see here. See, I don't want to get greedy and try to pick up a bunch of stuff because I have a feeling we're going to get attacked, but at the same time... to switch to carbine rifle to pump action. Yeah, sure, let's do that, I guess.
It's a little sad how many problems you can solve with buckshot.
Sure, Alan. Uh-oh. Here we go. You can dodge attacks by tapping left buttons. Okay. Thank you for that follow over on TikTok. Welcome on in. Or thank you for the rose, rather. Rockhead. Sorry, I got to set up different alerts on there. Woo! Because right now I have alerts for both that are the same. But welcome in over on Twitch too. Hello, hello. How you doing this evening? Whoa. See, with this, I'm not sure if these guys just keep respawning or not. I can't remember. It's probably like in the original game. Yeah. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Well, that did not work how I intended. How did it not kill that guy? Goodness. Alright, up the hill we go. Go, go, go. See, I hear, like... enemy sounds. Uh-oh. Oh no, see what happens? They split into like 5 different dudes. Woo! Get him! I think I dropped the pump action shotgun. Sorry, Sorry, that was your stomach. Oh dear.
Time to make some serious changes.
Match scene to manuscript page. Okay, check manuscript. The wheel was in place. The oil was flowing. The battery was attached. The lights were blinking. The CD was playing in the boombox. Okay. So we'll put the valve here. Start the oil flow. Let's see. Battery was attached, lights blinking. Oh, I could play the CD. I'll do the CD last. Because I want to try to avoid licensed music if I can help it. Oh, place the battery. I knew this was important. Okay. Play the CD. Okay. Normally, there would be some really amazing music right now, but due to DMCA concerns, tried not to get in trouble with, the DMCA laws. It's doo-doo. Yes. Okay. Well, let's try not to, get in trouble here. Run, Alan. Ooh! Escape the destructions, my dude. Quick. Wait, do I go back to the motel? Maybe. Well, there's the satellite that fell. Interesting. Uh-oh. You leave Emma alone. Get him. All right, I think we're good. Uh-oh, maybe not.
I think I hear more of them.
Yeah, I think I noticed.
Yeah, I think I noticed. Ow! Oh god. No! Okay. Well, I stood still. That dude hit hard. I should have dodged when I ducked.
They're trying to get in. Help!
I'm here. Keep your head down.
See, I thought I had gotten his shield, but I guess not. And now you run.
I think I hear more of them.
Yeah, I think I noticed.
Woo! That dodging is satisfying. When you actually execute it.
That's the last of them. We're good.
Are we, though? Where'd she go?
What the hell was that?
Okay.
I got him. You're
We're
safe.
good.
I need you to tell me what you know about him. The guy who looks like me.
There was a party in one of the rooms. It was pretty wild. I'm not sure which room it was in.
You didn't attend?
Yeah, it's a nice car.
No, I wasn't there. But it got way out of hand. Anyway, I heard that he went to the diner and there was a fight there or something. Maybe you could find out more from there. I got some keys that you could maybe use.
Cool.
You just happen to have the keys, huh? Fine. I'll take a look. Stay here.
Like hell. I'm getting out of here as soon as you leave so I could close up this place and go home.
Emma, you really want to stay here in the light?
Yeah, thanks for the advice, but I'm not sticking around. Just go already, okay?
Okay, well, are you okay?
Are you okay?
I guess. Thanks for the help. Were those what do you call them? The Taken? What are they?
It's complicated. Short version, the darkness
They're
can take
corrupted
people
by
over.
darkness.
That's why I had to destroy the oil derrick. Otherwise, they would have overrun the place.
Wow, I didn't think you'd actually do it. I mean, I didn't think it'd work. That's crazy.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy. Well, just stay here and be safe.
Let me just try one more time at the risk of sounding like a broken record. It's bad out there. I don't want you hurt. You should stay put.
Yeah, while you turn this place into an inferno, run around shooting things up and play some kind of weird games with your psycho evil twin. Don't get me wrong, you're nice for a weirdo. I'm impressed as hell by all of this, but enough is enough. I seriously just want to get out of here, okay?
Okay. So your hubby's mate had a Thunderbird. You sat in the driver's seat and couldn't see over the steering wheel. Yeah, they were kind of, I never got an opportunity to sit in a car like that, but, they were certainly different than what we were used to today, that's for sure. Let's see, I don't want to get rid of that. Explore the diner. Let's pick those up, though, first. Guess we'll go back up to the main road and run. Well, then you just got, like, an uncontrolled oil fire up there. No big deal, though. Not in the slightest. I think Alan's stamina in this is a little bit better than in the original game. Marginally so, I should say. Oh, you know what I should look at? Let me see. I guess there's no thermoses to collect, just manuscript pages. So it's not necessarily as in-depth as the original Alan Wake.
Its existence is one of rage and hostility.
Famous
and its very
pancakes.
presence turns ordinary objects
Heck yeah.
into deadly projectiles.
Whoa!
Oh, shit!
Whoa. My god. That almost chopped our head off. That would have been bad. The pancakes. Yeah, Alan needs to work on his cardio. What's it say? Mount Redtooth Observatory. Which I think is a location that we get to eventually. Alright, can't care anymore. How the heck do I get in this place? I don't remember. I gotta go in the back? No? Alan! Let me in! I guess I could just walk through the front door, huh? Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. Would you like some coffee? You know, I've been talking about coffee the last couple days, and I have not had any in a long time. Some damn fine cherry pie. Yes.
The scene. Traces of violence.
And good coffee,
A
hot.
callous midnight snack. A room key left carelessly behind. The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
They just left the
I think
keys
these are
over
keys
there.
for the motel rooms.
Sorry, I had to hydrate there for a second. Whoa! Oh. Oh, Backrooms monster, why you do this? Scum, thank you. But welcome in, hello, how are you? What's that say? Dead Lakes Midnight Race 1966. Well played. Today when you were at the store, you got some Red Bull sugar-free for when you get up in the morning, because the meds you take leave you a little groggy. See, I've never been a huge fan of Red Bull.
Now this? That place might be involved.
It always tasted kind of like medicine-y to me. Like cough syrup in a way. It's been a lot of years since I've tried it, so maybe if I tried it now, it wouldn't be so bad. But I know the last time I did, I wasn't very excited. But also, like, if I drink that stuff that's like ultra caffeinated, it usually makes me incredibly jittery. So about the most extreme I can get is like soda of some sort or coffee or tea. I shall take my caffeine in coffee format, please. Yes.
A great many things, most of which were entirely
iced coffee is even better, yeah. I enjoy the iced stuff, I think, more than hot coffee. Unless it's, like, really cold outside. Then it's a nice treat.
Emma Sloan, an innocent victim of his dark half. More collateral damage in the ongoing war.
Oh, no.
By forces beyond her control, as much as by her own actions.
Uh-oh. No, I hear somebody else. Ooh! Ow! These guys kind of remind me of the dudes from the first one that had, like, tracksuits and had, like, giant knives. That's what they remind me of. You don't like iced coffees, at least here, because all of them have so much sugar in them. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times you can get one that's, like, way too sweet. Agreed. Then it kind of defeats the purpose. Explore the motel rooms. Let me get to a checkpoint first, though. Okay. Hey, Mogar, hello. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Doing good. Enjoying some sweet, sweet Alan Wake lore. Let's see, where's this first hotel room at? It's on the other side. I haven't played this one in a little bit, so it's probably forgot more than I remember. Work's been busy, trying to push through. Oh man, I can understand. But if you think about it, I mean, I don't know if you're like working Monday to Friday, but if that's true, then you're halfway through the week, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I can totally understand. Yes, so I'm leading up to Alan Wake 2. That's where we're doing this lore playthrough. So just finished up Alan Wake Remastered last week. Wanted to play through this, and then I also want to play through Control and the DLCs. So, the complete Alan Wake experience. Yes, yes. Even though I played Control offline earlier this year, in fact, I played the original Alan Wake and I played Control back-to-back in, like, June or July, I think, maybe? Probably June. I think it was June. Because it was before I started back up to streaming again. But I love that game, though. It's one of my favorites. So I will always play Control. I know it's going to take me a while to get through it, but that's okay. Whoa.
Michael Farabee.
Who dis?
Dead. Tortured. Dressed in clothes that bore the name of a local observatory.
Oh.
A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind.
I think this
Who
is what I
knows
was
where to go
confusing
now?
with when we went to the hotel, to Nightingale's hotel room in the first game. I think this is what I was confusing it with. Oh, that's just a closet. Examine.
I guess that'll have to be my next stop.
What does? Oh, he was reading the jacket on the other side. I was like, what is he examining? Observatory keys.
The observatory. Hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the champion of light forges on.
The champion of
To
light.
see the stars.
Ah. Nightmare is a chronological order after Alan Wake. So this is kind of like it's you could play it as a standalone. It was never really intended to be a sequel to the original. So like
An observatory. A
you could
place for man to
probably
witness the magnificence of the universe.
well,
But such insights
I don't
are
want to say
not
you could
what the
probably ignore it
champion
because I
of
don't know
light
what's in
is
Alan
looking
Wake 2.
for. He has come to find a weapon.
But I feel that it's not as important, if that makes sense. I don't know. Just a person. Nah, your cart. The cart. Mount Red Tooth National Observatory. Open the observatory gate. So, have we officially gone past... Because I want to go through and read these manuscript pages. We might as well, because this is officially the observatory. So let's just go through all the pages before I forget. Alan Wake, the writer. I believe Alan Wake is in Alan Wake 2. No. Oh no. What a spoiler. Get out. Just kidding. Truthfully, though, no spoilers for Alan Wake 2. I will be very upset, but that, yeah. That obviously is a given.
My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I
Hey.
didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a staff writer on the Night Springs TV show. It wasn't the great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
So this particular game is framed as he is in an episode of Night Springs, possibly one that he wrote. And I actually read something interesting today because it was an article on how does this fit in to kind of like the greater Alan Wake universe. And it posed the question that what if this isn't technically Alan? I mean, it looks like Alan. Everyone calls him Alan, but what if it's not really Alan? So, who knows? I don't know if that's legit or not. Hunting Mr. Scratch.
Mr. is a twisted copy of me, powerful and dangerous. But I know I can fight him. I don't think anybody else can. They don't understand what he is, what he represents, or that all the horrible things he does here are almost insignificant compared to what he will unleash on Earth given the chance. But I've survived the dark place.
Alan becomes my
and it has
card,
taught me
yes.
things. How to cope, how to stay sane when the world goes crazy. He's 2 steps ahead of me, but I can find him. And I believe I can stop him.
Okay. Rewriting reality.
The reality we take for granted is softer, more adaptable than we think. Under correct conditions, you can reshape it.
Dun
turn it
dun
into
dun.
Almost anything you want. When it happens, almost nobody notices. It's not that we forget, it's that after the change, there's nothing to remember. Only those who have been directly touched by the powers that can shift reality are aware of the changes. Many are driven mad by it, Others can cope. I'm one of those people. And I know how to wield that power to rewrite reality.
Did they ever make those jackets that you could buy them? Like an official Alan Wake tweed jacket? Because, I mean, I feel like they would sell it if they did. I did see that they made Oh Dear Diner thermoses. I actually had retweeted this like yesterday. You can buy an official thermos that says Oh Dear Diner on it. There's a limited amount of them. They're going to be sold. I think they go live tomorrow at some point. They're probably going to get sold out in like 5 seconds. But I kind of want one. The devil is in the details.
To change reality, you nudge it into the right direction. Your version of it is there, waiting. It wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. The devil is in the details. You change the details of the scene to match those on the page. If you get the details right, if you achieve that critical mass, the shift will come, and the rest of your new reality overrides the existing paradigm. The lie, no matter how outrageous, is now the truth.
Yeah, not an official Alan Wake tweed jacket, but you could buy just a tweed jacket with leather elbow patches. But it's special, though. Don't you get it? Merchandising. The splitter.
Some of the Taken aren't protected by the darkness like their comrades. Instead, their aversion to light is so extreme that they literally split into two when they encounter strong light. It leaves the two halves weaker, but of course, there's strength in numbers. It's a disturbing development. The dark presence I faced 2 years ago was powerful, but it didn't have much in the way of imagination. Clearly, the same cannot be said of Mr.
Gotta have that official Alan Wake label in an internal flare pocket. Right? Totally. It's all about merchandising. Too many legs.
The strands of webbing glistened in the beam of my flashlight, fine, almost ethereal. They were fresh and right in my path.
Did we see spiders?
I held my breath and waited, ears straining. Nothing.
I feel like I missed
I
that.
moved on, concentrating on the task at hand. Just get what I was looking for, then leave. That's all I keep telling myself. For a moment, I actually thought it might be as simple as that. Then, I heard too many legs skittering across the ground.
Oh, you know what? I remember now. In fact, should we wait? I'm wondering if I kind of started this a little bit early. Maybe we're still technically in the rest stop chapter and not the observatory yet. So let's hold off. Because potential spoiler. That's why, even though it's cool that it remembers what you had picked up previously, I kind of wish that it didn't. Because I'd like to find them again, you know, naturally as they go. Okay, we got a big fire truck. Oh, Pat Main time.
Welcome back, listeners. As you know, I'm Eddie Rodman, and I'm still talking to old
Eddie
guys
Rodman,
who are doing their big comeback tour. How's that been going for you, Odin?
Splendid! I'm having the time of my life. You know, I didn't realize how much I missed that.
I love
What
the
about you, Tor?
the Anderson brothers.
Well, this must bring back a lot of memories.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's wonderful to be
That
back
scared
on
me.
stage. If it wasn't for my knee, I'd feel like a young man again.
Well, speaking of that, I hate to keep harping on this age thing, but I gotta tell you, I've heard your new songs, guys, and you sound really good.
Yeah.
Ooh. And this may be a touchy subject, but to be blunt, you really don't sound...
Because it doesn't sound like them.
I mean, the difference between your speaking voice and your singing voice, it's pretty striking.
What the hell are you talking about? You saying it's not us singing on that record?
Uh-oh.
What's he talking about?
No, I'm not saying that, guys, but I can't help noticing the difference.
Son, you're on thin ice. You calling me a liar?
Uh-oh. Is he accusing them of being like a Milli Vanilli type situation?
We're not talking Milli Vanilli.
Or they weren't actually...
These
Yeah.
guys are the real deal. Why don't you come to the gig tomorrow?
Barry
night,
gets
see for
it.
yourself. Once they get on that stage,
boom, things get real.
Didn't even realize he
Believe
referenced
me,
that. That's
they play
hilarious.
Like they're possessed. It's almost like magic. Look, you see my boys play, you see the old gods for real. These guys project a lot of power. They're not lightweights. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Barry. I'll see if I
Who
can make
doesn't
it.
wish
Now,
Barry
let's
was
take
their
another
best
quick break
friend?
here, and after that, we'll play the new Old Gods of Asgard single. Don't you go away.
Okay. Uh-oh. Stop knocking out all the lights. Not cool. Let's see, how do I get into the... You'd leave me for Barry Wheeler? I don't know if I'd go that far. I don't know. I mean, it'd be pretty tough with that, that snazzy outfit of the shorts and the Hawaiian shirt and the red puffy jacket. Such a fashion icon. It would be tough. And don't forget those Christmas lights. You'll understand. Oh, dear. Oh, hello, boys. Got him. You want to wear jeans and vests with lots of pockets or wind pants and hoodies? I have zero fashion sense. Ooh. Unlock hunting rifle. Yeah, I guess we'll go with a hunting rifle. Sure. I may regret that, but... we'll figure it out, I suppose. Deliveries. Should I try to go up? Nah, because I think it's like a shortcut there. We'll keep running our way around the hill here. Hello? Where did you come from, sir? I heard footsteps like right behind me. That was crazy. I feel like I have to come back here at some point. I just don't remember where it falls. This is very much so a more contained kind of game, though. It's not as big of a map, I guess. Let's go run up the hill. Run. I think he does have increased stamina, though. Because he can run a little bit longer than he did in the first game. Let's see. Where do we have to go? Enter the main observatory. But first... I mean, we gotta run around and look at everything, right? Although I'm not sure that we really need to. Is that where I came in from? No. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna get the combat shotgun, I think. Check that out. Sweet. The new Ghostbusters trailer looks amazing. Did that just come out today? I think I've seen a few people talking about it. I haven't watched it yet, though. I still need to see the last Ghostbusters, the one that had, oh, like all the kids in it. I still need to see that. I think I need to come back here at some point. What the heck was that? Uh-oh. Well, hello, boys. The one with the kids is very good. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I still need to see it. The last Ghostbusters movie I saw was the one that had all the, like Kristen Wiig and Leslie Jones and, you know, the all ladies cast was the last one I saw. One with the kids called Afterlife. Yeah. I haven't just, like, every time I think I want to sit down and watch a movie lately, though, I don't know, it's just weird. I get this weird, like, attention span thing where I kind of want to watch something, but then again, I don't. I don't know, it's bizarre. You can't go wrong with Paul Rudd in your movie. He is a treasure. Paul Rudd is a treasure. He is a wizard, though. He never ages. There's something wrong. He never ages. But he seems like a very cool dude. Very, like, down to earth. That if you ran into him on a street somewhere, he would just, you know, talk to you like any other normal person. Favorite gag is the Mac and Me thing he keeps pulling on Conan. I think he did that to him recently on Conan's podcast. He showed up to do an interview for probably a movie, I would say. Most likely. And, he said, yeah, I brought a clip of my new movie, and it ended up being Mac and Me again.
Wait a moment, it's you. I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
Uh-oh. I know. I think that's part of the gag anymore now, too, though. Did the Conan... We never did figure out, did the Conan O'Brien show on HBO, did that ever come to fruition? Or did it get held up because of the, like, the writer's strike? Because I swear it was supposed to have been out already. Yeah, and that's... I was even saying that recently, like this evening. I have all this stuff, like, that I want to play. But when I think about sitting down to play it, I'm just kind of like, ugh. It's a weird mindset. That's why, like, we're playing this, because it's kind of like a comfort game to me in a lot of ways.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please.
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Well, you are correct. Just go ahead, come in. Oh, it's not out yet? Okay. For some reason, I thought it was supposed to be out, like, at the beginning of summertime, maybe? I guess I was wrong. I wish I could read what this says. The mounts Red Tooth National Observatory, and then it's really, really tiny, and there's no way for me to interact with it. Oh, TV time.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
I figured I'd take a moment to talk to you. There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good right now. A little beer, a little fun, you know?
I thought he wanted it to be quiet.
It's nice.
I guess not.
Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here, I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could...
Oh, he's gonna go yell at those party people. Be like, keep it down over there.
These guys are getting out of control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some kind of effort to...
Get off my lawn. Wow, that is some party. See, Alan's looking at us like, yeah, what's happening? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's getting a phone wire. What are you gonna do with that, dude? Don't do anything crazy. Oh, man.
Never mind.
Never mind. Welp. So much for that party, I guess. Oof. Okay. He's just, you know. Wow. Mr. Scratch woke up and chose violence this morning, I guess. Goodness. Well, that's cool.
Just a moment, I'll send the lift down to you. I didn't expect to see anyone here tonight, but I'm relieved to see an actual person. That's assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part, of course.
No. Why would it be a trick? I'm friendly. I'm good, Alan. Not to be confused with Bad Alan. Oh, hey, Doctor Lady.
Doctor, the man who looked like me, what did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite.
Bad Ash
There's a
from
very peculiar signal that we're
Evil
receiving.
Dead.
Signal. That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Sure. Here's confession. I've never really seen the entirety of the OG Evil Dead. I mean, I've seen, bits and pieces, but I don't think I've actually sat down to watch the whole movie, which I need to rectify that at some point. I've seen the remake. But Doctor, tell us more about the signal.
Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
Okay. Do you always wear that to work? That's kind of a rude thing to ask a lady, sir.
I have to ask, do you always wear that to work?
I was at a party for a local art exhibition. Fascinating works. When I was called away by my assistant, Michael was the first to spot this event. I don't know where he is now, actually. He was supposed to bring us some food, but he never showed up.
Tell me about the event.
Oh, it's quite fascinating. It looks as if stars were changing, somehow. Or shifting positions. It isn't really happening, of course. Most likely it's caused by some kind of atmospheric refraction phenomenon. But I've never seen anything like it.
Great. Did Mr. Scratch hurt you?
Did he hurt you?
No. He didn't quite threaten me exactly, but those shadowy things started to crawl into view, and whatever the signal was, he seemed to be extremely frustrated by it. He just started breaking things and left. I thought it best not to interfere.
You were lucky. He's done much worse.
Yes. He showed me a knife.
So violent.
And he kept talking. He enjoyed the sound of his own voice. A proper maniac. You really aren't anything like him, are you?
Believe me, I try very hard not to be.
So, in the original Alan Wake, they talked about, because Alice, I guess, was having trouble with Alan and his, like, anger issues. So, I don't know if, like, that was real or if that was just, like, one side of his personality. Or if it's just literally he's, like, the polar opposite of Alan. Although this technically isn't real what he's doing now anyway. It's kind of like he's in an episode of Night Springs. Well, I guess I can't talk to her anymore. She's like, nah, come back later. I think it's implied he did have an altercation with a paparazzi. Yeah, I remember there was like one of Dr. Hartman, I think whenever he interviewed Atlas, she mentioned that.
Good luck, and try to be careful. It's a very expensive part, and we don't have a replacement.
Okie doke.
Oh dear, that sounded more callous than I intended. Be safe.
Well, you know, the part's important. It's more important than you, but be safe. It's fine. No big deal. All right, so where do we need to head? Well, let's first go to this save point. Ah, yes. So remember earlier when Alan was reading that page about spiders? Yeah. I think we're about to see some scary things. Hello? This reminds me of The Mist. The movie The Mist. Spooter Booty.
This must be her car.
Oh man, I can hear the legs. Crawling everywhere. Ah! Nope. Nope. Yeah, the ones in The Mist had, like, teeth, too. Like, when you saw close-ups of them, they had teeth. terrifying.
What in the goddamn?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was like human teeth, too. That's what made it real weird. It looked like human teeth. Man, I still hear him. Return to the telescope. Quickly. Ooh! And how do they burrow up from underneath concrete? That's what I want to know. Ah! Oh, God, I hate spiders. I am legit terrified of spiders. Like, let's see. Too many legs.
The strands of webbing glistened in the beam of my flashlight, fine, almost ethereal. They were fresh and right in my path. I held my breath and waited, ears straining.
My skin is crawling as we speak.
I moved on, concentrating on the task at hand. Just get what I was looking for, then leave. That's all I keep telling myself. For a moment, I actually thought it might be as simple as that. Then, I heard too many legs skittering across the ground.
I mean, yeah, usually spiders, they're more afraid of you than you are of them, in theory. But man, yeah, these ones, not so much. Oh, 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 oh. They are not your friends. Ugh. All right, return to the telescope. We're almost there. Let me in, Doctor. There was a time, this was probably about a year ago now at this point. I was sitting in the living room and I saw something on the wall, and it was a pretty decently sized spider. I got up so that I could go, like, get something to catch it with. And I didn't really take my eye off of it for more than, like, 5 seconds. When I turned back around, it was gone. And then I was like, well, I guess I gotta burn the house down.
I found it!
Excellent. I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy.
Then I sat there for a few minutes and I thought, well, I don't know. Maybe... What do I do in this situation? Do I panic? Do I just forget about it? Was it there in the first place? That was an honest to goodness thought. Was it actually there in the first place? Because this was like 3 in the morning. Who knows? Never did find out.
I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it. Yes, it's in perfect order.
Cool.
All right, we're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies.
All right. How do I do that? Ooh, science. Fancy, fancy.
I have to shut this down.
Uh-oh.
There's a problem with the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
Oh, man.
Now what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous.
Oh, could I?
Well,
I got it.
please come talk to me if you have questions.
Release the coolant valves. Is this one of them? Where are these magical coolant valves? I mean, I can see it on the HUD. It looks like... Oh, is it above me? It might be above me. You prefer to release the Kraken? See, it shows... Is it above me? Anyone who says those spiders don't know what they're doing when you look away. Yeah. I think it was one of those moments where it was like, well, he realized that, yeah, I was in fact, I found them. They're like, well, we gotta run. What is this coolant thing?
Is there something I should know about this coolant thing?
Oh no, it's quite straightforward. The telescope is very heavy, and moving it generates a lot of heat. So do all of the electronics. Overheating could cause damage, so it shuts down automatically if the coolant fluid isn't flowing. And hot electronics generate instrument noise, which we want to eliminate as much as possible.
What is this coolant anyway? Is it dangerous?
We use liquid nitrogen. It's quite safe.
If I can make it to the valves in one piece.
Yes, there is that. Good luck.
Oh, good luck. Did you have this much trouble with my double?
I'm assuming you didn't have this kind of trouble using the telescope earlier, when my double was here.
No, it went very smoothly. Until he turned into a nutter. This doppelganger of yours doesn't seem to want anyone else to look at this phenomenon. Honestly, it seems a little pointless to me. There are many eyes on the sky.
I'm not sure what we're gonna
Doppelganger.
get once this thing's working again, but I have a hunch. I doubt it has anything to do with outer space, or that anyone else can see it. I think it's a message from me.
For you? That seems unlikely. And even if it were a very localized phenomenon, surely it's visible to others in the area.
That is a good point, Sphere.
But I wouldn't bet on it. There's a reason
He always
came
has to
here,
help,
and a reason he doesn't want me looking at it.
Always has to help out some ladies. So the whole doppelganger premise is also very prevalent in the return season of Twin Peaks, which is very interesting. Now, granted, so the original Alan Wake, I think, came out in 2010, and I'm not sure when this one came out. I want to say, wasn't it only like a year or so later? I can't remember. So, it's interesting how much, you know, they take inspiration or whatever from one another. It shows a coolant valve. It must either be right below me. It wasn't above. There was something around here that had a pipe. It's not that. Is it around this side, maybe? Where is this magical coolant pump? Unless it's that thing on the wall. I doubt it. Yeah, Mr. C. I gotta rewatch Twin Peaks again. I keep talking about it, but I kind of wanted to do like a community Discord thing. Granted, it's a series, so it'll take a little bit to get through. But if we do like a couple episodes, you know, over the course of a few weeks or so, maybe. Where are these coolant valves? Oh, you know what? Maybe they're on the outside of the building. Maybe. Oddly enough, we watched season 1 and 2 and are on episode 10 of season 3 right now. Nice.
Just remember, you need to release all 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
Okay. Thanks, lady. Aha. Wait, I hit the wrong button. I got so accustomed to PlayStation controls. Yeah, I definitely need to rewatch Twin Peaks again. And then it's gonna make me want to watch or want to play Deadly Premonition again. I did finally get through the entirety of the first Deadly Premonition. I started the second one off stream, but I haven't finished it. But yeah, that first game, that is a ride. You can tell 3 had way more control in Lynch's hands and 2 barely had any. Yeah. Well, I mean, the weird thing about it is the fact that... So Twin Peaks was on network television. It was on ABC. So it's not like he could really, you know, exercise his vision, I'm sure. Because, you know, they had to worry about censors for network TV. If it had been on something like, you know, HBO, it probably would have been pretty great at the time. But it was kind of one of the first, well, I don't even say first, but scripted dramas of that type that really existed. I didn't see it when it was originally on TV. I mean, granted, I was like really young at the time, but I went back later to watch it, and I forget what even got me into it. I was watching somebody talk about it, and I'm like, you know, I probably should try Twin Peaks, because I feel like it's right up my alley, and I'm glad that I finally took the plunge. You always consider it almost like a soap opera. You know, in certain ways, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. For sure. But there's just something, it's unique in lots of ways. But I think it kind of played out that way intentionally. Because it's got that, like, surreal quality to it. Where not anything really seems the way that it should be. It's kind of feels a bit off, you know? But that's, I'm sure, what the intended effect was. Can you imagine if they got David Lynch to make a video game? That would be bananas. That, or if he could get John Carpenter to make a game. Because John Carpenter is a huge video gamer. Can you imagine? I mean, granted, I think John Carpenter worked on The Thing that was on, like, PlayStation 2, like that era. But, I don't know if he ever did anything else. Video game-wise. But yeah, a Lynch video game would be crazy. The Thing. Yeah, that's another one I missed out on that I'd like to play at some point. I did play a bit of it, probably about a year or so ago, and I remember it being real difficult. Yeah, Uncanny Valley in an open way that makes you not consider odd things so odd. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, it's always funny, like, since I enjoy Fallout 76 so much, John Carpenter is also a huge fan of Fallout 76. There's several articles where they've interviewed him and they asked him about games and what he was into. And he's talked about Fallout 76 a few times. And I'm like, ha! John Carpenter likes it. I felt validated. But to be fair, it has gotten a lot better over the years. Since it came out. Whoa, whoa! What the heck was that? Oh, it was a pipe burst. Whew. That scared the crap out of me. Uh-oh. Get him! Oh, that looked like one of the dudes that splits in half, but I guess not. You know what? I don't think I've heard of that game before. Is it like a PC thing, or was it a console title? That name does not ring a bell. But if it's in that vein, I would probably like it. I don't think I've ever heard of it. Let me in, Doctor! Wait, can I go into these bathrooms? No. Run! PS1 or PS2, they only released the English translation a while back. Oh, so it was predominantly...
I released all the valves,
That's probably why I haven't heard of it.
Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again.
Yay!
That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success.
Uh-oh.
Look out, they found a way in.
Kaboom! Alright, we gotta be careful.
I've almost got it isolated.
These guys don't seem to throw axes like the other ones in the original. Woo! Okay, we good there, Doctor? Where'd you come from? Wowee.
Right? That was intense. I'm sighted in now. I still have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners? Please, come on up.
I was gonna say, you gonna let me in?
Distracted.
Oh, I remember that section be a lot more difficult, or unless I'm thinking of something else. It was PS1, just looked it up, and they released the English translation in 2021. Huh. I will have to look that up. But yeah, that sounds cool.
Are we receiving the signal now?
Oh yes, it's coming in loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet, let alone where it's coming from, but it's interacting with our system somehow. Like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
You can get a nail gun in this game, yes.
What?
Never mind.
I chose not to pick it up, though.
Or however this is supposed to work.
I think the signal
because it's the submachine gun or the nail
you
gun.
should be getting a printout of it now.
What do you mean incomplete?
What do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the whole thing. This is important.
I figured the nail gun would be slower.
Did the man who
I could be wrong, though.
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
Let's see, what did you find from the sky?
So, what's in the sky?
It doesn't make any sense. The stars are just... they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a sky that's just... it's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen impossible things that have taught me just to roll with some punches. It's either that or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
I should go.
Which he did sound crazy in the last DLC. You're gonna try and sleep a bit? All right. Well, thank you for hanging out with us, Earth Scum. Have a great evening. Get some good rest. Can I talk to this doctor anymore? No. Okay. Where's this printout at?
A printout of a signal. It, too, is a weapon created by the Champion of Light.
The signal.
Its words stirs a new reality. But it is incomplete. And yet, it provides a roadmap for the man to follow. A course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his enemy.
Now, granted, you guys, you're missing all of the music because I had to disable music because I was worried about the license stuff. So if you get a chance to play this, play it with music. It adds to the ambience quite a bit.
The drive-in. Once the site of lurid celluloid fantasies, it's now the site of an art exhibition. And yet, it's the search for closure rather than culture that brings the champion of light here.
Okay. Well, we're at the drive-in, so let me go to the manuscript pages. The Twisted Mirror.
My own face peered back at me from the TV screen. For a moment, I struggled with the sensation of déjà vu. How many times have I seen myself like this now? And then there was that easy grin that never seemed quite as quick or natural on my own lips. The dark, malicious twinkle in the eyes. And I knew who I was looking at. As he pulled back and revealed the room behind him, my throat went dry. There was nothing I could do but watch.
He did look pretty scary. New Reality, the satellite.
At the oil derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place and turned until the oil gurgled and flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights were blinking in a fast rhythm, bright and steady, powered by the battery. The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox, all distorted guitars and intense beat. High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep angle. All that high-tech engineering reduced to nothing more than a bullet that would destroy whatever it hit.
The Appearance of Mr. Scratch.
I'm trapped in the darkness. He has started appearing to me. He can travel back into the world effortlessly, and he loves to rub my face in it. At first, he was just an echo in the darkness, a flicker beyond the edge of my vision. Now he started showing himself, getting bolder all the time, telling me what a great time he's having in the world while I'm stuck here, and what he plans to do, especially to Alice. All the moves I have left are dangerous and desperate. I have no choice. I have to hunt him.
We must find him. Let's see here. Pages and Instincts.
I know that when I arrive, the clarity of vision I have now may disappear. I've made my plans. I've prepared for this. But I know the transition from the dark place will be hard on me. And not just physically. It may affect my mind, my memory. These pages should help me remember and focus. That's worked for me before. Even if that fails, I think I will be able to trust my instincts. I'm navigating my own story. I'm hoping I'll know where to go and what to do, even if the details elude me.
Okay. My best friend, isn't that would be Barry, right?
I don't make friends easily. I know plenty of people, but I don't let most of them close. I've known Barry Wheeler ever since we were little boys.
Aww.
We had the time of our lives. I'd get us in trouble, and he'd talk us out of it. Things haven't changed that much now that we're grown-ups. He's the most loyal and dependable person I've ever met. And all the things that count, anyway.
Barry's the best.
You could call him a weasel, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong. You could call him a clown, and I would reluctantly agree. But he has never let me down.
Wake's friends.
Alice and Barry, my wife and my best friend, are easily the two most important people in my life. And they've never really gotten along with each other.
Oh yeah, they didn't like each
I
other.
suppose both of them resent the other's intrusions into what they considered their domain. After I was gone, they maintained an uneasy truce. My book stayed in print, still selling, the licensing machine churned away. She was my wife and controlled the intellectual property. He was my agent and took care of the business. I wish they found more common ground than that.
Yeah. I don't know if they ever explained why they didn't get along either. Night Springs, the cult TV show.
Night Springs doesn't exist. It's a fictional town from the TV show I used to work on. It was Any Place USA, a place we used as a backdrop for whatever strange story we had that week. One of the stories I wrote for the show involved a man, the champion of light, fighting his evil double,
the champion of
Herald
light.
Darkness.
I don't know why I keep thinking of an episode of Always Sunny.
Real world, something I had a link to, a framework I could build on.
J-Man.
I had adapted it into a new story. this story.
Let's see. So we got a couple more. Let's take a pause because it's been 2 hours. I'm going to get up and stretch. I'll put some tunes on, enjoy those. And when we come back, we'll finish up the rest stop pages and we'll continue our journey as Alan Wake and Night Springs. So stick around, everybody. We will be back in just a few. Enjoy the music. BRB.